of Cape Verde, I stepped into the thread from Mindelo. I remember arriving in Mindelo with a suitcase and an old question, and the color around Cabo Verde. I did not say I was lonely, but the silence knew the sound. There was hearing Mona from a doorway near the port. There was blue thread in my hand. I was trying not to need it, trying not to understand. I was carrying a silence she cannot explain, but curiosity moving me. Then seeing the blue thread tied around her wrist turned the evening into something I could not leave. This is not just another beautiful view. This is where the story cut through. I came here carrying a version of me, but hearing Mona from a doorway near the Mindelo port taught me how to breathe. Let blue thread stay, let it lead me on. Let song be senti. Remember when I am gone. If the chorus needs a reason tonight, it is admitting that longing has a voice. I followed blue thread until the city felt close. I am not the same. I found walking through a market where nobody knows her name. Near the shadow of Sal, something small became a doorway. Something quiet became more. I saw feeling that longings followed her across the Atlantic, and the light across Santa went down. I was changing in the middle of a moment passing by. I do not need a perfect answer, I only need the truth. Every city leaves a fingerprint, but this one left proof. This is not just another beautiful view. This is where the story cut through. I came here carrying a version of me, but hearing Mona from a doorway near the Mindelo port taught me how to breathe. Let blue thread stay, let it lead me on. Let song be senti. Remember when I am gone. If the chorus needs a reason tonight, it is admitting that longing has a voice. I thought I came to escape, but hearing Mona from a doorway near the Mindelo changed the room inside my chest. Maybe I was always waiting for a place to call my name. If I leave before the morning, I will not leave the same. This is not just another beautiful view. This is where the story cut through. I came here carrying a version of me, but hearing Mona from a doorway near the Mindelo port taught me how to breathe. Let blue thread stay, let it lead me on. Let Santiago remember when I am gone. If the ending turns nostalgic tonight, I will carry the light. I arrived in Cape Verde with a quiet question, blue thread still in my hand, Cape Verde still in the song. The second day turned Cape Verde into a scene I could not rehearse. Under the name of Cape Verde, I stepped into salt light. Small courage. I remember following the sound of Mona into a small Mindelo music house, and the color around Cabo Verde. I did not say I was lonely, but the silence knew the sound. There was meeting in guitarist who calls longing a map. There was blue thread in my hand. I was trying not to need it, trying not to understand. I met the conflict inside me, afraid that every goodbye will make her smaller, and tying the blue thread to her back before leaving for the salt flats. Turned the evening into something I could not leave. This is not just another beautiful view. This is where the story cut through. I came here carrying a version of me, but hearing an old guitarist say that longing can be a map taught me how to breathe. Let blue thread stay, let it lead me on. Let song be said to remember when I am gone. If the chorus needs a reason tonight, it is turning longing into courage. I held blue thread like proof that I was changing. I am not the same. I found crossing Cape Verde loom under a white salt light near the shadow of Sal. Something small became a doorway, something quiet became more. I saw realizing goodbye does not have to mean disappearing, and the light across Santo Antón. I was changing in the middle of a moment passing by. I do not need a perfect answer, I only need the truth. Every city leaves a fingerprint, but this one left proof. This is not just another beautiful view. This is where the story cut through. I came here carrying a version of me, but hearing an old guitarist say that longing can be a map taught me how to breathe. Let blue thread stay, let it lead me on. Let song be said to remember when I am gone. If the chorus needs a reason tonight, it is turning longing into courage. Hearing an old guitarist say that longing can, the moment I cannot explain away. Maybe I was always waiting for a place to call my name. If I leave before the morning, I will not leave the same. This is not just another beautiful view. This is where the story cut through. I came here carrying a version of me, but hearing an old guitarist say that longing can be a map taught me how to breathe. Oh, let blue thread stay, let it lead me on. Let Santiago remember when I am gone. If the ending turns hopeful tonight, I will carry the light. The second day turned Cape Verde into a scene I could not rehearse. Blue thread still in my hand, Cape Verde still in the song. By the last day, Cape Verde was no longer only a place under the name of Cape Verde. I stepped into blue-eyed goodbye. I remember watching Santa Maria appear as boats return in the morning, and the color around Cabo Verde. I did not say I was lonely, but the silence knew the sound. There was seeing Burke on a blue-eyed flash like a memory. There was blue thread in my hand. I was trying not to need it, trying not to understand. I understood it then. Longing can become a map instead of weight. Then carrying the blue thread from south toward the next city turned the evening into something I could not leave. This is not just another beautiful view. This is where the story cut through. I came here carrying a version of me. The sea in Barracuda blue, I am writing the first line of a new song. Taught me how to breathe. Let blue thread stay, let it lead me on. Let song be sent you, remember when I am gone. If the chorus needs a reason tonight, it is leaving with longing, but without fear. Oh, I left with blue thread, and it left with me. Oh, I am not the same. I found writing one line in her notebook before departure. Near the shadow of south, something small became a doorway, something quiet became more. I saw leaving with longing, but no longer being ruled by it. And the light across Central and town, I was changing in the middle of a moment passing by. I do not need a perfect answer, I only need the truth. Every city leaves a fingerprint, but this one left proof. This is not just another beautiful view. This is where the story cut through. I came here carrying a version of me. But seeing Barracuda blue, I am writing the first line of a new song. Taught me how to breathe. Let blue thread stay, let it lead me on. Let some Vicente remember when I am gone. If the chorus needs a reason tonight, it is leaving with longing, but without fear. The ending was bittersweet, but I was open-hearted and ready to move forward. Maybe I was always waiting for a place to call my name. If I leave before the morning, I will not leave the same. This is not just another beautiful view. This is where the story cut through. I came here carrying a version of me. The sea in Barracuda blue, I ain't writing the first line of a new song. Taught me how to breathe. Let blue thread stay, let it lead me on. Let Santiago remember when I am gone. If the ending turns bittersweet tonight, I will carry the light. Oh, by the last day, Cape Verde was no longer only a place. Blue thread still in my hand, Cape Verde still